There's a lot going on at the moment with my Route 21 project, whether it's Route 21 YouTube channel or the e-commerce business, or else the Route 21 collection, whether it's cars or bikes. And the biggest change, the biggest project at the moment is this stunning little warehouse behind me here. Now this is going to be the new home of Route 21, and I just really cannot wait to get in. As mentioned before, I've sold a couple of motorcycles to make this happen. It's bought cash. I have signed all the documents. It's gone to the deeds office, so I'm just waiting for the keys. That should happen in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and then we can move in. But when we move in, I don't think I can start building a custom project right away, because we're going to be building and finishing this warehouse to exactly what we want it to be when it comes to a showroom or a workshop. Now, I've been constantly talking about this custom project that I'm busy with and all of that, and I'm going to get into that, and that's what this episode is about. But before then, I mean, I started in I think beginning of 23 or 22 even, I started with the Moto Guzzi V7 Centenario being the 100-year celebratory bike, and the colors of that bike come from the V8 Racer from 1955. So I started building a tribute bike to the V8 Racer, and that is a bike I did part 1, part 2, and then the things petered out because I ran out of space and focus changed to this project, getting a new premises. So that is definitely still on the go. And then 2 weeks ago, I shared an episode with you of a custom build I actually purchased. I didn't do it myself. The reason I purchased it is because it's just such a perfect bike, and the execution, the detail, it's fantastic, and I just had to have it in the collection. I mean, with custom build bikes, it's so special. It's one of one. There's nobody else on this planet that has one like yours, and it's pretty special owning it and riding it. So I did that, and that BMW R18 is actually, the theme of that bike is the Top Gun movie Maverick, and it's based on the P-51 Mustang World War II American very famous fighter plane. Now back to this episode. Why I'm standing in front of this warehouse is also because I had to have a look at it today again, and also share with you that this is where the problem came in. I spoke when I did the review in 2022. I said that this is the muscle car of motorcycles, and then when I did my highlights video of 2022, I spoke about my favorite bike, my favorite review of the year 22, and it was the Triumph Rocket 3. So naturally I had to have one, and that's when I spoke to Rob, my mate at Triumph Santon, and I said to him, you need to find me a canvas, something with low mileage, a donor bike. And then we spoke about the idea of a muscle bike, and the idea germinated and evolved, and what things we need. We need certain items of the GT to put on the R, why we want the R and not the GT, and so forth. So anyway, beginning of this year, Rob found me the perfect Triumph Rocket. And then I realized I'm not patient enough to wait with this project for roughly 4 months before I get in here, and then move in, and maybe another 2 months until I have this place sorted, ready to do a custom project. That's when Triumph Santon stepped in, and they said they want to be part of this project. So we're actually doing the build in their workshop at Triumph Santon. Stunning, and thank you guys for that. Thank you, Rob, for making it the whole dream come true, and finding me this bike. So we're using some of their contractors, subcontractors, engineers, machine shop. We're trying to use as many Triumph OEM parts that we can get from a Bonneville or whatever that matches the theme where we're going with this. And then the spray painters, I'm using the guys that actually did one of my muscle cars, and we're using the same color codes exactly as per that car they did. So before wasting any more time, guys, I'm going to share with you now this bike, purchasing the bike, and the theme, the concept we're doing it on. And whatever I mentioned in this video, whether I'm chroming, plating, cerakoting, things might change along the way, because it's still, I'm showing you the rendering, the ideas where we went with it. But when it comes to execution, you know, sometimes your ideas evolve, they get better, or some things cannot be done. Like we adding something to the rear wheel. Can you add that mass, the centrifugal forces and all of that? Will that work out? So things might change, but this is part 1 to share with you the idea where we're going with this, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you can see the synergy between these two vehicles. Now here we have it, the perfect canvas for my custom build. Also, as I've mentioned before, I've always wanted a Triumph Rocket, and here we have it, Rocket 3R. I wanted the R for the build, however, 2 items such as this sissy bar I needed for my build off the GT, and in front that clear screen here that comes off the GT. Other than that, I've always wanted the R, however for this build, and I'll go through why, I wanted those 2 items off the GT. Now this is the perfect custom bike, perfect Rocket 3R for me, and just all round stunning with those side pipes, and it speaks to me. It is the muscle bike of muscle cars, and the side pipes give it away. AC Cobra, starting off with the 2 headlights and the chrome bezels. You see you have got the 2 headlights and the bezels just need to be chromed. Then you have the stunning blue color with the white stripes, and yes, this entire bike is going to be painted in that blue with the white stripes going through the center blue line, 2 white stripes either side, and I will flare out this front mudguard to make it look wider and beefier. The red stripes on the side fender, yes, I'm going to bring them in over here on the front mudguard and to emulate that. And if you ask yourself, why does this Cobra only have the red stripes on one side, not both sides? If you're sitting inside, only on the left, not on the right. And that comes from racing. That is to identify which car it was in the fleet, and as you go past pit wall, these stripes face pit wall. And as I've been on Kyle Army and SWAT Corps here in South Africa, pit wall is on the left, so these stripes are on the left. And that's why this bike, yes, I will definitely bring those stripes in on this front mudguard on the left over here. Other than that, the chrome bezels, to go with the chrome bezels on the dual headlight. These indicators, I'm going to go with a small LED, trying to look at OEM parts. Then the screen emulates the windscreen. Over here I'm going to put the pop rivets that come off the bonnet over here, those stainless steel bonnets that go around the hood as well. I will bring them in front over here underneath, and that emulates the windscreen, that fly screen in front, and that's why I wanted that. These rear view mirrors, I will go something chrome to go round with that bullet rear view mirror. Maybe we'll hang them upside down so it looks racier, hang them down instead of pointing up. We will see where we go. Then these caps, oil caps, radiator cap, petrol cap, they will be polished up to emulate this Lamar filler cap over here. And here these quick lift jacks in front, I will highlight this by polishing that up so it looks chromed to emulate the quick lift jacks. And then the paint is going to come right through on this tank. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with a strip in the center. I see there's a weld underneath, but we'll work on that. This will be all polished, and this is to pick up that roll bar behind the rider, and that's the reason I wanted the sissy bar, to pick that up. Yes, the paint, I'm not going to lose this back mudguard. Normally we lose it to clean it up. These rear view mirrors, again, round LED, painted stripes, and on top there I'm going to put the AC Cobra badge, because like the AC, you have the English. Over here I'm going to go the side pipes. I might perforate something, chrome over here, perforate there, chrome or black anodized, black all of that out. The foot controls, we're going to do something along those lines. On the other side you've got the 2 exhausts. Yes, I will leave that brushed on one side to pick up the coloring of the exhaust. Over here, this I'll most probably perforate the black part. These I might chrome to highlight the golding of the other pipes, the black anodizing, black things out. Yes, and here on the wheel I'm going to do something like diamond cut that side to pick up that polished lip on the side. Then the Hallebrand inside, I'll try and pick that color up on the actual spokes. And then in the center, I think I'm going to lose that cap and try and get that spinner in, that knock-on knock-off effect. Other than that, you get the full AC Cobra look on this bike with the side pipes, the muscle car, the British platform, the AC being a British platform, and American muscle. Now this is a British platform, so it emulates the AC Bristol British, the Triumph. The synergies is great, side pipes, muscle car, muscle bikes. Now having a look at that, here is one of the renders, early starts. You can see the perforated exhaust, the knock-on the wheel, the blue colors. Here you see from the top the stripes going through, the red stripes on the left-hand side. Now this is the start of the build in the Triumph Santon workshop. Again, Big thumbs up and thank you to Triumph Santon for coming to the party and being part of this awesome build. And I think a Triumph Rocket 3R is going to be absolutely stunning in blue. If you can see the synergies and you enjoy this project, please follow me, hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, and most important of all, guys, please hit that subscribe button to help me build the channel. And if you like, the reminder bell so you always know when I'm uploading the new episode and when the next progress video of this build is being loaded.